What's up? This is Cedric for 180 or Less, and I'm back with more fantasy football picks for Week 6. Now, the NFL season is already in full swing, so let's take a look at who you should start and who you should bench if you want to get a W this week.
This week, my starters are Ezekiel Elliott, Derek Carr, and Melvin Gordon. Just 5 weeks into his NFL career, Ezekiel Elliott has already established himself as one of the league's best running backs. He's averaging just under 20 fantasy points per game, and he's coming off his best game yet, totaling 171 yards and 2 touchdowns against Cincinnati. The Cowboys face Green Bay in their #1 ranked run defense in Week 6, but expect Zeke to still have a solid game for Dallas. The Oakland Raiders are 4-1, due in big part to the play of their second-year quarterback Derek Carr. Carr has been spectacular this year, averaging nearly 26 points per game through the first 2 weeks. He's currently ranked 3rd overall among fantasy quarterbacks, so if he's on your bench, that should change as soon as possible. Though he's coming off a season-low 13-point performance last week, Melvin Gordon has been one of the most consistent fantasy running backs in the league this year. He's averaging nearly 19 points per game, and he's scored a touchdown in every game this season. He has a favorable matchup this weekend versus Denver's lackluster run defense, so Gordon should definitely be a starter in Week 6. My players to bench this week are Ryan Tannehill, Eli Manning, and Deshaun Jackson. Ryan Tannehill's stock has dropped tremendously since the beginning of the season. He's currently only owned in 39% of fantasy leagues, and for good reason. He already has 9 turnovers this season compared to just 7 touchdowns, and he's only thrown for more than 200 yards twice. He has only 16 total points over the last 2 weeks, and things only get tougher as he faces a stout Pittsburgh defense this week. If you're in need of a quarterback, look elsewhere. Eli Manning has been painfully inconsistent so far this season. He's thrown for huge yardage through his first 5 weeks, but he struggled to get the ball into the end zone, posting a pedestrian 5-to-4 touchdown to interception ratio. Manning hasn't scored more than 16 points in a game since Week 1 and has yet to finish a game without committing a turnover. Manning should be benched this week for the Giants as they take on a stingy Baltimore secondary on Sunday. The Washington Redskins play their NFC East rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles, this weekend, but don't expect former Eagle Deshaun Jackson to make much of an impact. He scored only 1 touchdown in 5 games this season, and in his last 2 games, he's only posted 4 receptions for 40 yards. Philadelphia currently ranks 6th in passing defense, so don't expect Jackson to rack up points on his old team this week.
So those were my fantasy football picks for Week 6. What did you think? Don't forget to follow us on 180 or Less on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and leave a comment. I'm Cedric for 180 or Less. Peace.